Defunding the police backfires dramatically as the Minneapolis City Council has a complete and utter meltdown as all the police disappear and crime surges to uncontrollable amounts. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet we're going to talk about abolishing and defunding the police and its disastrous consequences. So, the Minneapolis City Council, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they were going to defund the police. So they did. They cut the police's budget. And now violent crime has surged to extremely high levels. People are being robbed, houses are being broken into, people are destroying property, and cops simply don't have the resources in order to stop any crime. And the Democrats and the Minneapolis City Council, which are all elected Democrats, are freaking out. We abolished the police. Where are all the police? Oh my God. How could this happen? Maybe you should not have defunded them. Take a look at the following tweet on Twitter. Here with Andrew Pollock. Minneapolis City Council in June. We voted to abolish the police department. City Council member Jamal Osman today. Where are the police? Folks, this is why you don't elect Democrats. Now we're going to talk about how defunding the police has backfired and led to a surge of violent, horrible crime. And how the people are scared because the police are telling them, look, we're sorry, but we just can't help you. But before we do, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell button so that you never miss updates on future content. And if you like my content and think I do a good job, please help share my videos by posting them online and social media. And now a quick word from our sponsor.
Howdy, partner. The Brave browser protects your privacy and gets you back in the saddle, making it safe to surf the web again, ad-free. Even Vladimir Putin probably uses it. If you do choose to see ads, you get paid for your attention in cryptocurrency. If you're still using YouTube on Google Chrome, then my pet horse is laughing at you. Don't let the stallions of Silicon Valley spy on you and mount you like a prize pony. Download Brave by clicking on the link down below.
And we're back. So, we're here on the Daily Mail. Here you can see, residents say police are nowhere to be seen. Alarmed Minneapolis City Council demands answers from its police chief over a 15% rise in violent crime. 2 months after slashing the budget by $1 million. There seems to be this really big misconception among Democrats that the police are some sort of corrupt, bloated bureaucracy, and that cops don't actually do anything. That is simply not the case. The money that goes to police officers goes towards staff, it goes towards benefits, it goes towards equipment. It goes through a lot of things that are important in order to uphold the law and provide safety for everyone. Now, what Democrats have done is encourage the radical left and people in groups like Antifa and BLM to march on the street and demand that the police get abolished, and now they're surprised that violent crime is rising. What did they expect to happen? You got rid of the police. I mean, it doesn't take like a genius to see the connection here. The article begins, just 2 months after voting to dismantle the police and slashing its budget, Minneapolis City Council members press the department's chief over a surge in crime, prompting a GOP candidate to slam the lawmakers as hypocrites. So what was the result of these actions? According to the information here, Osman and other council members questioned Chief Midaria Arradondo on Tuesday about the increase in crime, including daylight carjackings, robberies, assaults, shootings, and street racing.
Can he drive? Can he drive?
So, many people who have brains have pointed out that the council's recently slashed the police budget by approximately $1.1 million. And they voted to amend the city charter that would allow for the dismantling of the entire police department. I am literally speechless. Why would you vote for Democrats? Look at these people. Please. We need to set up a donation fund to get some brains for our politicians. They were born without brains, folks. It's very sad. And the most amazing part of all this is this following footage that I'm going to show you where the city council complains that the police aren't doing their jobs.
I did put myself in queue. I did want to circle back to the first question that Councilmember Fletcher asked, and I know this is a challenging question, but I also hear from constituents that rank and file officers on the street are telling them that they are not enforcing crime.
Maybe because you took away all their funding, jackass. So here she starts complaining that the police officers are telling people who live in the city that they're simply not going to enforce crime, or they don't have the resources to do so. So being the big-brained genius Democratic politician that she is, what do you think she's going to say? Oh, you know what? We messed up. We got rid of your funding. Obviously, there's not enough resources now. Yeah, this is on us. We're going to fix this. That's not what she says. That's not what she says at all.
So I think there are a number of possible explanations for this. I think it's possible they are essentially campaigning, either politically, because they don't support the council member, or in some cases the mayor, or perhaps they think that they're making the case for more resources for the department.
And then she goes on to blame the police. Are you really surprised that you voted to abolish the police? And now police officers are just not there?
Get what you deserve!
I can tell you in my ward, it is having the opposite effect. It is making people even more frustrated with the department. Earlier that evening, an officer had told my constituents that they would not be enforcing property crime. I can have my theory about why I think officers might be saying those things, but I can tell you that I don't think it is having the intended effect that even they wish it would be having.
And I find this absolutely rich. Man, I swear, the audacity of this woman. And you know, I think that people are not taking your little protest very seriously, so like, you should stop that, and you should totally like go out and risk your lives, even though you don't have money anymore or staff. And I know you needed a new police cruiser, but I'm sorry, but we're going to abolish the police cruisers. But we still want you to go out there and do your jobs. You know, it's totally like the people are not happy. And I just love the absolute projection. The people aren't pissed at the police. The people are pissed at you.
So how do we get this under control?
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Yeah, this is why you don't vote Democrat, folks. Like, I honestly wish I could say that I was exaggerating or joking. This isn't a bipartisan issue. If you're an American and you consider yourself an American, or even if you don't, I think we can both agree that having police is important. They protect and enforce the law, and they're there for everybody's safety. When you defund the police, when you abolish the police, don't be surprised when your entire city burns to the ground.
And we have officers on the street telling people that they're not enforcing crime. What do we do to make sure that we are having a consistent message, and that staff who are employed by the city are, frankly, are respectful for the chain of command and the direction that they're being given by their supervisors?
We're God. You listen to us, you little shit. I didn't come out of here to be told that you're not gonna listen to me, you little peasants, you slaves. The next time you disrespect me, I'll break your kneecaps. You think you have power over them?
I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
I've paid you a small fortune.
This gives you power over me?
Because if not, it's either that they're following a chain of command and they're being told by their supervisors to say these things, or they're not following a chain of command. The trust in our department and our city is deeply eroded, and this is not helping.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? The Democrats. Herder. I have the IQ of a turnip. Oh, man. Like, I literally wish I was exaggerating and this was just some sort of like, oh, he's just ragging on the Democrats, you know, these libertarian trolls, these lulbatarians. What do they know? Well, I know that it's their fault. It's not the police's fault. Yeah, that's how it goes. But that, my friends, is pretty much the story. This is what happens. And now the people are suffering. Fund the police. Blue Lives Matter. Back the blue. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Don't be a moron. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about the story? Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. Joining will give you access to a private Discord server. If you want to donate, you can visit my donor box page or send me crypto. Links and addresses are down below in the description. And you can also visit my merch store or one of my sponsors. I'm sure that you'll find something you love. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.